I am a die-hard IndyCar girl, but today may have converted me to a NASCAR fan. So spend the day with me at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Cup Series race. Saturday night, I flew from Detroit to Charlotte, North Carolina. I did some work on the flight and I got upgraded to the first row of the plane, which is my favorite seat because you get to deboard first. I've never been to North Carolina before, but they had a really cool airport and an absolutely beautiful sunset that we caught before we picked up our rental car, and I found a sushi restaurant and it ended up being so good. I was obsessed with the presentation. I was exhausted, so we checked into our hotel and called it a night because we had to be up bright and early for the race. I woke up around 7 and got ready, packed up my stuff, and we had a bit of a drive to the Motor Speedway, but once we arrived, we picked up our credentials, and of course, I had to do a fit check. I am obsessed with my outfit. I really wasn't sure how to dress for a NASCAR race versus an IndyCar race, so I just picked something from my closet, and I got so many compliments. My skirt is literally from TJ Maxx, but the compliments made my day. We stopped by our booth because we are actually an event sponsor, which is so cool, and I loved seeing all the kids eating Zollipops at the track. Taking care of business, we filmed some interview content and then headed to the track. Driving in, we saw all of the campsites, and it reminded me of like Big Ten tailgates. Everyone was having so much fun. Because this was my first NASCAR experience, there were a couple things that surprised me. The first being that we had so much access to the pits and the infield before the race started, and secondly, the drivers weren't practicing beforehand, which is different than IndyCar because they're practicing the full day before the race. I, of course, had to sign my name on the star on the finish line, and we took a couple pictures before checking out pit lane. Again, it was so shocking how many people were hanging out in the pits, but I just loved the community, and I also loved the blinged out pit signs. They were so cute. Next, we went to the garages, and oh my goodness, it was so loud, so up close and personal, and this is where I learned maybe my favorite thing about NASCAR. Every racer's trailers has a cooler outside with a variety of different drinks that you can just grab. I got a sugar-free Red Bull, my favorite. I got water, Body Armor, cold brew coffee, Gatorade, Olipop. There were so many options, and because it was so hot at the track today, this really helped rehydrate, and I seriously think every series should do this. I forgot to mention this, but they also had a whole concert going on during the pre-racing events. I don't really listen to country music, but the singer was amazing. Before we knew it, it was time for the track walk, anthem, and then finally the main event, the Cup Series race. Unfortunately, we couldn't stay till the end because we had a flight to catch and I had an 8 a.m. class the next morning. So we headed to the airport, cowboy boots and all, and we flew back to Detroit. My final NASCAR rating is a 10 out of 10. I had so much fun. I am definitely a fan now, and I can't wait to attend more races. Follow me for more entrepreneurial and motorsports content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep smiling.